Yep, I'm heading out.
Good night.
Good night, guys. Take care.
Yeah.
See you, man.
Rico, are you working on that workshop stuff? What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm making the windows, lock doors.
And those guys are their English are bad. So we have the Spaniards whose English are bad. We have these guys whose English are bad. It's so much worse. That's why there was so much fighting in Europe.
By the grace of God.
It's aggravating to talk to them when their English is so bad and there's the lag in the discussion and we have to repeat the same things over and over and they don't get. If their English is so bad, they do not get subtle stuff like irony, threats, or even they might mistake the threat for a non-threat or the opposite. It's really fucking hard. Or I might take something they say as a threat, whereas it's not meant as a threat. And then if you actually say, is that a threat? Then that's actually a threat. You see what I'm saying? Like if you talk like that, that's a threat. We can't even ask. Well, the fact that we're not, I think he tried to give me his correct Discord, but he's so stupid that he gave me a wrong one. So, I think the fact that I'm not adding him now shows that we don't give a shit. So, if I could add him, I would have added him, but I think it's a better move to actually not add him, at least not right now. Why would a guild with 18 people, 17 people, add quickly a guild with 2 guys? It could be the reason that he has 100 allies. It could be that he has gone around everybody and done the same thing he's done with us. I think maybe he even considers us allies now. Like maybe what he calls allies is just people who told him that, yeah, we won't destroy you. But I don't mean it.
I see, we're taking all this down, like what
Yes,
I'm
we're
digging
taking
right
all
now
that,
as well.
unfortunately, yes.
Oh.
But I would rather first get just a few green ones. Just dig as far as possible down. I can't imagine that the Lobos have not harassed him. I also cannot imagine that the Lobos have... you know, maybe he's paying taxes to the Lobos then. Maybe the way they came to us in the beginning, maybe he's paying them since the beginning, and now he thinks that, I don't know, they're allies. It's hard to figure out. We have to be able to check, can we check everybody's standing with everybody else?
Yeah. Go to guild and look at the standing. What's your place called?
Traders something,
Or actually... Oh, Trader's Public House.
he says he can sell us slaves.
how
What does
far
that
it
mean?
goes.
That he can sell us, he has several characters and he can make... So basically we pay him to enslave his characters, but we're never gonna do that. There's no point.
So they're at war with Lobo Galito.
They are at war with Lobo.
Yeah,
That's good.
with the kingdom.
Where is that kingdom even? It's not near us, is it? Is it?
Is the one close to us just vassals?
I don't know. They have 2. They have one. If you...
One is
All
all
caps.
caps, that's the vassal, and then the properly
Okay, so the proper
proper
one is
one
near us. Then.
is...
So So the vassal has to be somewhere else on the map. It's definitely not bordering them anywhere. They're at war with Lobo, and he didn't even mention this, and he mentioned Protection Civil, which we're also at war with, but we haven't had any run-ins that I know of. We've just been stealing their wood, basically. His name is Grammel. Well, that little place is doing much more diplomacy than we are. We're letting them come to us, to our throne room. Am I overburning? Yes. Dude, now it's almost twice as tall. If we do this all around, I don't think they're gonna be able to get in with that ladder. I want to know how exactly the ladder works. Can you push it back or something? What can you do to it? Probably not. So I think that if we manage to make armor and horse for everybody, and we take a picture of all of us, 10 people or something on horseback with, I think then more people like Beak and Trev will jump in just to help us out with the battles. Of course, their characters will not be leveled, but that's still something, and it definitely strikes fear in the hearts of enemies and stuff. So if they survive a battle, then you'll get tons of XP, and then when they log off a few days later, they will have leveled. So we can, I think we could get more players to play this way, just for the battles. We always have the option also to go on the Steam forum and recruit from there, and put them in our clan with smaller permissions. Even if the moat is done on one side of the wall, and that will mean we don't have to worry about that side because they're not going to attack from that side, then you have to watch only fewer sections of the wall. So it will still be something.
How'd you destroy their ladder last time? Did you just punch
just
it?
right click destroy.
Oh,
It's
damn.
in our fief, so
I wonder if we could do that the next time. Try to come in, just look at the ladder and delete it.
well, there will be. It was after I died, and I came
Yeah,
back
they'll be shooting
from
at
the. They will have to all get in, because if they all haven't gotten in, then there will be somebody at the ladder, and they have the super weapons. How are you gonna kill them?
Yeah. So Anyway, now that we have all our shit inside the warehouse, not much for them to
No,
steal.
there
Any.
isn't. I mean, we don't even have to play the battle. However, I think it's good practice for us. And
Yeah.
okay, yeah, it's good practice for us. I'm gonna have to saw out that log, Sergey. You know that log I'm talking about? That's I don't even know if we can bury it. Can we bury that log?
Which
Where we're
log?
dumping the soil. There's a log that's getting buried. This log here, I'll try to saw everything out.
Oh,
yeah.
this log. Can you not move it?
Maybe, but I'll just, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Fuck it, yeah, I'll move it. Lift object. And we're also gonna have to cut down these 2 trees because they're in the way. That single interaction now with this guy is the most complex interaction I've ever had with another player in a video game. There was so much shit going on. I had so many options. I had so little information because I hadn't gone out to gather the information. So it was insane. Just this one interaction. That's just the beginning of the game.
Language barriers.
Yeah, it's insane.
So many
And
more.
it's not like you think a language barrier. Okay, maybe I should be playing with English-speaking people. No, because in the Middle Ages, they also had language problems. It's not.
Yeah. Probably lots of wars going on.
Cultural
with
issues
simple
too, like,
misunderstanding.
you know, what is a threat to one person? Like, what is a threat to a Western European? To an Eastern European is hello.
You go to war. Say hi to me. Fuck you.
Who do you think you are?
Howdy.
What?
The
What
fuck
does
does
that
that mean?
What are you trying? What are you
Get the
trying
hell
to
out of
say?
here.
Okay, we're done with those. I need to take the stumps now. Okay, now I have to take this. I'm gonna go in the warehouse, put in these stumps, and I'll be out. Gee, dude, the front now, it looks so much more impressive with that deep. Looks super fucking impressive. Look, if me and Sergey can get done all this digging, with all the people that we have, if, you know, when they jump in, they just do a little bit of digging, then it can be done in no time, probably like in a day or two. All these people jumping, just a little digging each person, and then it gets done.
We cannot. Oh, you're digging, I see. Because I tried digging there.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, you're digging the one that
we
in
might
front
have
of you.
reached the
In front
bottom.
of you. The one below you is blocked.
Yeah, we might have reached the bottom also.
Also, I tried digging the tile behind you and it said it's blocked for terraforming.
Well, I think that's the one that the tower is standing on, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, I need to move these logs now. I'll do that after. Jesus. It does look like a real proper castle now. With the Okay.
That's gonna be the bottom, right?
Yeah, I guess.
And you said you want to place like a building
Yep.
there, right?
It's gonna be a 3x4. You know the funny thing is, like, those buildings are 3x4, but the fucking shack is 4x4. So how come a shack takes more fucking space than a carpenter shop or a... It's crazy.
What worries me if people will be able to jump on top of that building you're gonna place there and jump over the wall somehow.
Yeah, that's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. So if we want, yeah, we can put the buildings further out, but that means more terraforming. Well, we're building the moat anyway, so let's build it. And in the meantime, look, before you guys came on, me and Chevy trying to figure out where the fuck to put the workshops. And we had several options. We even went all the way back to where the castle keeps gonna go. The castle is so big. It could fit in one fief, but you would have to put it in the center of the fief, pretty much. But we are on the side of the fief, it's not the center, so we're gonna have to spread it probably across 2 fiefs. It's gonna be a massive operation back there. I'm not even gonna think about it right now, it's so far in the future. So basically, we have to put the workshop somewhere around here. We thought about inside the fort, but inside the fort, we're gonna have the keep pretty soon, the small keep. And we wanna put that inside this fort. So if you put the workshops inside now, you're just gonna have to break them down just a bit later. So it doesn't make any sense to put them inside. So we have to put them outside, and then we thought we could put them in the fief with the traders outpost, because that's pretty well defended. But if you put all of them there and you lose that fief, then you lose all the workshops. So you really want to put them in the fief that has the best protection, and right now it's this one that we're in. So finally we're at this fief, and at this fief, if you look behind the back gate, there's no space there. Like it ends. So we can only put them in the front or in the sides. In one side we have the farm. So all you're left with is the front that we're now digging, and you have the other side, which is pretty steep. Let me see, I think it's pretty steep down. The other side is pretty fucking steep. Could you? No, there's enough space. Yeah, the other side, there's enough space. So maybe we should be digging in that direction, huh? There's definitely enough space on that side. What is this? The east side, the west side? I don't know. It still needs a lot of flattening. Okay, let me see. You know what? I see it now. I think I see it now. Yep. Okay, we'll do that, dude. So we can stop that digging down. Well, we're gonna have to continue it because it's amazing. But generally speaking, we can put one thing right here. We decided to basically put the buildings around the fort randomly, as in a real settlement. So we're not concerned about symmetric and shit like that. We just want to put them down somewhere. And like Sergey pointed out now, yeah, it would be stupid to put it right next to the wall. So we're just gonna put it further away. So, yeah, if you can see here, at the same time, I'll tell you something. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. It looks super impressive now, that shear drop. If we do this all around and we don't fuck it up somehow, like I was just about to fuck it up, then I don't see how they can come in with that ladder. Or if they can, it will just be a lot harder for them.
And they cannot dig under the castle.
They
in
can
any way,
dig
right?
whatever they want when during
collapse it
Judgment
somehow.
Hour. It's just gonna be really hard for them to dig when we're shooting at them.
Right. I mean, it doesn't matter because all they can do is just hide in there. I mean, they cannot collapse the castle in any way, right?
Collapse the castle.
It doesn't
Yeah,
work this way,
they
right?
can't damage it until they actually have.
They need to have a military outpost in an adjacent fief. They're mostly just terrorizing us for the time being. They are taking our gear when we're defending, so actually it would make more sense to just not defend. But it's good exercise for us
Yeah,
to.
but we do want to fight them.
We should probably take some time to fight against each other to figure out the combat, maybe. Gets a bit of idea what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, but the building right now takes precedence. Definitely takes precedence.
Yeah, I understand.
However, I mean, people will need to get some XP. Every now and then you can take a break and you can do that stuff too. So if you see, Sergey, I think that I'm gonna put up here the 3x4 and the woodworkers. So that's the priority. You can help me here if you want. And then when we have it down, then Rico can start putting the stuff in. We will need 50 logs. I don't know how we're gonna get 50 logs. Chef said that we can cut down some trees now that we've planted. Man, if I had a freaking horse, I don't want to go around talking to people on a freaking moose. Looks like a freaking purple castle now. Yeah, I can see them with a ladder getting on top of the building here and shooting us with bows, but I mean, at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? The only way to avoid all that stuff is to level the entire, so that the castle's on top of a big hill. That's how our good castle's gonna be like, but I don't think we should do that as well, because it's an insane amount of effort. And dude, if you see how tall the castle keep is, it's like a skyscraper. So not only will it be at the highest spot, but it will also go much higher than the highest spot is now. It will be, yeah, it will be insane how tall it is.
I think I've seen the castle keep. We went there with the pizza dragons fighting
They
with
had the
them.
castle keep, really?
Yeah, when we went to them, they gave us gear and horses.
I wasn't paying that much attention to the buildings back then. All the buildings back then to me seemed like one massive, seemed to me like an RPG, JRPG town or something. I wasn't paying attention because the only thing we built is a shack by then. Like, I don't even think, yeah, I don't think we built anything more than a shack and like a wood wall. I got some stones on me, I'm gonna put them in storage.
When you come back to the warehouse, could you put down a kiln?
Yeah, just make sure I tell the guys to put all that stuff as close to the wall as possible because we still have stuff in the middle. Yeah.
Oh, I mean right next to the other kiln, because I destroyed one of the other kilns because it was broken. Or you could put it right next to the forge and anvil.
Wait, so I want to put something back here in the wall back here. You see what I'm saying? Where do you want it? As close to the wall as possible.
Yeah, just anywhere is fine.
How many squares does it take?
Just one.
Is there any reason the stuff that you're on is not next to the wall?
We can't move this stuff. We gotta destroy
But do
it.
you destroy it as a normally, or like do you repair it? What do you do?
I repair the forge and anvil.
So you want? What about the kilns? Do you repair these or?
No, we're not repairing them.
Just make sure you tell the other guys every square counts, as close as possible to the wall when you build stuff. I'm not sure which is the front of the okay. What about if I put it, let me see, here for example. Okay, you need fiber. I think I have some fiber on me. No, just a little bit. Okay, I'm leaving.
Thanks.
So we need to figure out what is the actual bottom in here. I'm gonna try to go a bit lower. Just shovel the lower ground. Nope, you cannot go. So 826.1 is the absolute bottom that the mode is gonna be at. So I could use some help here. What I need to do here is I need to take one or two of these squares down to the absolute bottom and then see if that will allow me, because it might affect the height that, you know, because the slope can only be this, it cannot be as steep as you want, it cannot be a sheer drop. We don't know the math about, so at some point we're going to have to learn the math about that. Wait, I might have made a mistake here. Hold on. Maybe we're terraforming the wrong square. Yeah, 828.1 has to be this. Yeah, we're terraforming the wrong square. Okay, it has to be this one. So this one has to reach the absolute bottom, and then I think that will not allow us to build the 4x4 so high. It will have to be lowered a bit, maybe. The guy mistook province for server. One server is about 9 provinces. He was telling us our server. We definitely don't have a whole fucking server. So how can he be good in this game and know what he's doing if he doesn't know what the server is? It looks like he's trying to play peacefully so that he makes some money and then he can buy his armor and his weapons instead of... He can't forge them himself. He needs a lot of characters, he needs a lot of space. But if he does this going around making friends with everybody, but apparently the Lobos aren't buying. I bet he tried to be friendly with the Lobos and the Lobos are like, no, you pay tax, you become our slave.
Most likely what happened. They see a guild and they just fucking declare war. Right?
I wonder, do they have, can they back it up though? Can they like really attack everybody, or is it just they're just idiots? They can't be idiots because they managed to level their characters to all that level.
Probably just like fighting.
Yeah, I guess. They're hired by the devs to be the control opposition. They attack everybody.
Well, there's this guy. I think there's a clan called Bandits, and they just be bandits and declared war on everybody. So there's some guys role playing.
Well, that guy's
those
role playing the
roles.
traitor. He's trying at least. The other guys are role playing. Yeah.
Lobos are role playing Spaniard dicks.
Conquistadors.
Conquistadors. Inquisition all the time.
Yeah, we could
All day, every day.
roleplay like religious fanatics. We'll be like, do you believe in God, in this God, and the Rob the Shoveler?
Oh, we're Mayan. We're the Mayans.
Yeah, the Mayans.
Suicide cult.
It would be nice to actually have sacrifices, and you would have to like capture somebody, bound them, and take them to your monument, then sacrifice them, and then you gain something that way. The goal is world peace, but first everybody has to learn English. It's a language
Everybody
teaching
else gets
it's a language
sacrificed.
teaching app. It's not. You think it's a video game? No. It's a gamified language teaching app. It's just showing everybody. You just gotta learn the language.
Bet it could be peace. Cooperate.
The amount of effort me and Sergey is doing right now just to lower one square down to the bottom of the mode is just ridiculous, man. It is ridiculous. You could play like 2 credits of an arcade game in this time. Just one square.
No. I suck at arcade games. For me, it's like
yeah.
20, 30.
Well, if you put this time that you put here in arcade games, you wouldn't suck anymore at some point. And if you put all the money that you're gonna put into buying, into paying to win, you could buy an arcade stick.
Oh yeah, I bought a subscription
You
today. I paid to win.
That is how they get you, my friend. Post it. You should post it on Discord. Say that you you got a subscription so people can see, and then maybe they will get motivated to buy. People are sheep, man. The more people. It's funny that the wooden gate does not look completely out of place in between. It looks kind of out of place, but it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would look. Among the... Dude, I don't know why they put the gate module at level 90. So, the gate module is endgame, it doesn't make any sense. You could have different gate modules, like for example for the small gates and the big gates or whatever, but it just doesn't make any sense.
I wonder how the Wonder how the wooden gatehouse would look.
I think it would look. It's the same thing we did, but in one piece. Instead of putting it in, it would look a little different, but it would function the same.
Yeah. But I could tell it just has stairs on it now.
You know, we really don't need those slits right next to the wall now. Or those little. We could take them down. Oh no, but you can't take them down because yeah, we need the gate. If we end up playing another wipe of this game next time, you know, we will know ahead of time, and then we'll just sit down and make a build order, like a more efficient. The good thing about dividing ourselves in all these guilds is that no guild is high enough to warrant more judgment hours. We break down our forces so it looks like we're smaller than we actually are. Rico, can you tell me our three guilds, what banners do they have on your map? Because between me and Chev, we get different banners on our maps. It looks different. You know what I'm thinking right now? Let me see what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that why couldn't we put the workshops around the training area? Since we're making that flat right now. It's well within...
The banners are the same.
All three banners are the same in your screen?
Yeah.
Can you take a pic? Okay, that's good to know, at least. Yeah, dude, we could definitely put right here. And then we just take all of that out. Actually, let me see what the depth is here. The depth is 8 to 6.1. Okay, so let's go out here. 8 to 6.1. Okay. Okay. You can dig that. So if we go all the way down there, then we'll be quite far from the fort. 86.1. Are we almost there? We're almost there. Everyone in this game acts like a badass so far. Nobody's like, yeah, we'll do whatever you want. Only us. Only we did that. Yeah, I got 100 friends. I'll have 200 friends. My dad can beat up your dad.
My dad is Bobik.
That's Bobik.
He'll delete your characters. And his bear will eat your children.
I wish I could see Bobby's head. Like, what is his plan now? Is he just want to keep the game on life support, or does he have plan to add shit?
Beautiful.
Take that picture for me when you can, Rico.
Yeah, I gotta walk away.
Just so, because we've been trying all sorts of things to fix it with Chev, and I guess all we have to do now is just wait for it to update for everybody. It seems it doesn't update for everybody, I guess so.
Goddamn map mode.
Goddamn, the last 2 points. I can't even get out of here. Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna have to work on the next one. Because we're gonna get trapped in there.
By the grace of God.
Icy has been talking about like future wipe before, but I think in reality what's going to happen, he'll probably think we should do this IRL somewhere, like in Africa or something.
We should do the what elsewhere?
Do something like this IRL, like in Africa.
Kingdom
Yeah, that's
building.
what I mean.
Build the kingdom, become pirates.
It's a different thing out in Africa. You just have to buy a bunch of technicals. Show your might. Who has the best hut?
Yeah, in Africa, man. It's, you seen that game, The Concert Gardener? Where they
No.
kill him in the end. It's pretty. The movie kind of assumes that just because the dudes are black and he's white, they're just gonna kill him. It doesn't show us why, and it pans away. Yeah, it definitely looks like Africa is a shithole. But that means you can take over with very little. You don't need nukes or anything. You just need, like Rico said, technicals. And technicals, you just buy a couple of SUVs and you strap some machine guns in the back.
Yeah, light machine guns.
And that's it. You're a warlord. And they have women with massive tits. So what else do you want? Well, in the specific in Ghana, I mean, it's not the whole continent.
And nobody
Go
can
Ghana.
do anything to you. Like people who gather like $1 million in crowdfunding to like get you, anything happens.
Dude, the last .1. Anyway, we can put down the thing quickly. I'm gonna put the right next to the training field. I'm gonna put. Six, okay. I think it's doable today, at least, right soon, to finish the just one square of the moat right in front. Well, maybe not. Like, let's, if we can at least. Okay, we got down there. I don't think it's possible to go lower. Can you try?
Yeah, I think it goes lower, or maybe just taking surrounding tiles.
Okay, I uploaded
Not sure.
screenshot.
Okay, let me see. Fantastic.
Might have.
Oh, I think he.
I think there's different.
picked a
Yeah,
different
there's
color.
different walls in the
Wait,
back.
the symbols are supposed to be different. It's just that. Yeah, he didn't pick burgundy. He picked red. Kirog.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In any case, yeah. Okay, we're looking good. Dude, these traders guys don't even have a single outpost. How are these two guys gonna make all the stuff that an outpost needs?
Maybe they're trading their way up.
With what though?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, what do they have to give?
Slaves, I guess. Do they just make
Yeah,
new
they just
characters
enslave
and kill
themselves
them?
and they make. Their guild is called 9 to 5. A guild is called corporate.
Maybe they started off trading a rock.
What?
One rock.
What
and
was
then-
that? Oh, it was in the office, the U.S. office, where he started. It's the guy Dwight. There was a party, a training party. He started.
Yeah.
He
He got to a telescope. And he traded it for magic beans.
Nope. The one you're standing on is the absolute bottom.
Yeah, I know. My shovel's broke.
Now the second square is easier because it has one correct side to be beside it. So the more we do, the more easy, the easier it gets.
Yeah.
I don't know how we'll be able to get in through the gate. Might have to build.
Yeah, I've been wondering about that.
Well, you can have a bridge like we have now. We don't have to take all that down, but that means that they will be able to get through the gate. However, if you put the gate tower, then that tower will be so high, I don't think they can scale it with the ladder. So if we put the no proper gate later, but for now it's gonna be the weak point basically.
So, I have a question. How the hell do you take Castle Keep, like in the future, if you're attacking it? If it's so high, the walls are so high.
Dude, there's trebuchet.
What do you do
you
with
can
it?
destroy
Just blow
them.
it up?
There's explosives. There's catapults. There's all sorts of good shit. Hopefully the Lobos will be too lazy to build.
Yeah. Would be a nice surprise if they bring trebuchet.
Yep.
Once we're done,
Then we uninstall.
they'll come naked.
We
Ask for
become
a tax.
pirates next time.
Yeah, we'll
And
become
now-
pirates. Yeah, let's go get sunk there. Were you there when they told me, do you need a bucket? Remember, recall when they sunk me in Atlas and they said,
Yeah,
they
I
said
was
need a
there.
bucket? I was sinking. That was so funny.
It destroyed Nietzsche and Baudrillard.
No, I think we kept. Did we keep one of the ships? I think they.
Yeah. I think the first time we set up, we got destroyed, and then we rebuilt them.
Okay, and then we managed to get out. Yeah, the next game is either if Atlas wipes or if Starbase is released. There's also Last Oasis. Last Oasis, they control Oasis. It's pretty cheap, 25 euros. It's not very expensive. So the clans control Oasis. It has really good. I think it has the best combat system on any of these games. It has a wingsuit like Just Cause 3, so you can fly around with a wingsuit. It has a hook shot like Lost Planet, and yeah, you control Oasis. And it's persistent. It doesn't have wipes and stuff like that. You know, maybe once a year. I don't know when they're gonna wipe, but so that's another option.
You guys never played Conan Exiles, right?
They played it for a few hours. I didn't play it because I think my computer couldn't run it. But Conan Exiles is not persistent. The servers are run by players essentially, and it has like, I don't know, 60 people per player. So you jump into a server, it's like Ark, and everybody will have already everything, and you won't be able to, you know, you'll have to basically beg them to allow you to build. That's why those games are not really playable,
I
you
see.
know. Very small servers, you know. So what are you gonna do with 60 people? You can't have proper politics. Finally. Okay, in about 10 minutes I'm gonna go for food and I'll be back.
Okay. And I'm gonna switch to my third character to get some XP.
Okay.
The moat is not absolutely necessary around, for the time being, around the towers, because I think the towers are a bit taller. Okay, oh geez, I have to run right now or I won't eat tonight. I'll be back, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me leave. I'm gonna leave the stream on. I'm just gonna have. I'm gonna put a view here of the castle. Okay.
What are you working at, Recoil?
Making some order, but I ran out of. Gotta go get some sand.
You're working on the walls?
No.
The outpost?
For the. I see. Want to make a carpenter's workshop.
Uh-huh.
Who has the? Oh, okay, there's the moose. If I don't lose it. Oh shit! There's a
What's-
Lobo Galito outside.
Ah, shit. Where?
He was just outside the south gate fort.
Should I disconnect?
Uh, he's looking for slaves.
Where is he?
He's by the fort.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, should I
Only-
disconnect? Or do it?
Yeah, if you want to. Where are you? Anyway.
I'm at the, I don't know where I am. Where is west, where is
Oh,
south? I don't know what it is. I'm near the walls.
Okay.
I'm where the chicken coops are.
Oh, okay. He's running around. I don't know where he is now.
I mean, I don't even have anything to lose, so whatever, I guess. Even if I die. I see standing them there in the open though.
Oh. The Lobo's probably gonna get him.
Haven't found him yet. I see still standing there.
Maybe he went to the trader outpost. What? Last I saw him heading there. Oh yeah, he's waiting outside on the south. Shoot him. Hit him with a rock. arrows. It's just standing there. Oh. Now he's by the chicken coop. Yep, still hiding.
Would be nice to kill him somehow and get his shit.
Yeah. Trying 2-on-1 him with axes. I don't see him anymore. Probably low tower you're
Yes.
standing on.
Probably gonna come back with his friends. Well, I guess if I'm slave already, I mean, they can make me a slave again, right? I assume.
No idea. They might be able to still get a slave off of it.
Mm, like, I don't care if they kill me because I don't lose much, but I don't want to give them more slaves, you know?
Yeah.
Guess might as well just dig. He didn't see Icy. Icy's still standing there.
I guess they didn't spot him.
Ah, he's here. Yeah, I see him.
And he's still hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah, he got Icy. I'll just disconnect.
just gonna stay behind and make some linen and shit.
So this is usually the time when they get active, right?
Yep.
And for how long?
No idea. Probably now till like 10. They'll probably get bored of watching. So. Or you could try doing some tasks far away from here.
Hmm. Do you see them around?
Oh no, I'm inside the warehouse getting some linen cloth.